Hello, and welcome to the second installment of Useful Databases for Current Research in Education. In our last video, we explored ERIC via ProQuest and how to use Boolean and proximity operators to craft search queries. In this video, we will explore Education Full Text and how to use a thesaurus. Education Full Text indexes 350 journals back to 1996 and 770 periodicals dating back to 1983. Subject coverage includes special education, literacy standards, multicultural education, and teaching methods. One of the most important points to remember about databases is that while all databases functions in a similar manner, each has its idiosyncrasies. In order to become familiar with a different database, use the help page to learn exactly how its advanced search functions operate. For example, we learned that the correct syntax for proximity operators in ERIC via ProQuest has two forms. Near, the default, finds terms within 4 words. In order to specify a different number, shorten near to n, add a slash, and the maximum number desired of words separating the terms. In Education Full Text via EBSCOhost, use a capital N immediately followed by the number up to a maximum of 255. Today, we will look at using a thesaurus to improve search efficiency and relevance. Most databases have an associated thesaurus, also called a controlled vocabulary of subject terms. Using these thesauri, indexers assign one or more subject headings to each document in a database using the title, abstract, and full text when available. They reflect the content of the document, regardless of the language used by the author. For example, an article may refer to grade schools in its title, but this document would be assigned the term elementary schools because that is the term used by Education Full Text's thesaurus to refer to schools providing the early years of children's formal education. With a thesaurus, we can browse subject terms and select one or more to add to your search. So let's look at a scenario using Education Full Text. I'm interested in finding out more about recent applications of project-based learning and its efficacy in science classrooms. By clicking the thesaurus above the Find fields, you have the option to browse a list of terms with or term contains. I'll enter science education and select term contains, then click Browse. I have many options. Clicking the hyperlink allows you to read the scope note and see lists of broader, narrower, and related terms, as well as the terms that subjects are used for. If the scope note definition, here at the top, reflects your search needs, click the radio button to the left of the term and then click Add to add it to your search. You also have the option to explode a term. When you explode a term, you create a search query that explodes the subject heading. The headings are exploded to retrieve all references indexed to that term, as well as all references indexed to narrower terms. In this case, not all of the narrower terms are relevant to my search, but I will select the ones that are and add them to my search using the Boolean OR. You can see the terms have been added to the field. Now I want to find articles specifically related to project-based learning. Returning to the thesaurus, I will browse this term. With this one option and the scope note, I can see that this subject descriptor is the one I'm after. Check the radio button next to the term, select and add it to our search query. Take a look to be sure that the parentheses group your terms in the way you wish your search to be conducted. In this case, all of the OR statements are combined within one set of parentheses. Any one of those will be ANDed on to our second term. You can see we have a nice search set of 42 items here. I have options for refining the search along the left-hand side. You may wish to limit to full text articles, to more current research, or to source types. If at any point you want to remove a term or limiter, simply click the X next to it to broaden your search back up. In this training guide, you learned how to use a database-specific thesaurus. We looked at education full text in particular, but most databases have an accompanying thesaurus, and your skills will be useful in those as well. Just be sure to check the help pages to identify specific idiosyncrasies, and your searching should be both efficient and precise. In the final installment of Searching Education Databases, we'll take a closer look at Education Research Complete and developing search sets. Happy searching!